This is level P, list 3, and we're looking at the day 1 page. So our words are pour, mourn, court, forth, course, source, tournament. And you have to highlight the OUR that's making the long OR sound in each of these words. So this is one of the 11 ways we can write the OR sound. We're also looking at the E making the previous A make its long sound. So we've got invade, inhale, investigate there. And we're also looking at the prefix in on these words. Now, there's some other things you can see here. We've got the TH at the end of forth. You're leaving the U in there. The other forth is spelt F-O-R-T-H, and that means to go forward. We've got, on the end of course, we've got the SE. So really the only reason that's there, we're hearing that course sound, which the SE is making the sound, but it's really just to show that it's not a plural, to show that it's in its singular form. We add the E at the end. Source, we're using CE at the end of source to make the sound. I think that's about all. Let's look at the meanings of these words. So pour means to serve a liquid. Mourn is when you feel sorrow from a loss. A court could be a place where you play a game, or it could be a place of judgment. So if it's a court, it might be a tennis court or something which has markings to define which areas you're allowed into. Fourth means fourth position. A course means the route or direction that you're following. The source means the origin of something, where it's come from. A tournament is a series of contests. Invade means to intrude or attack. Inhale means to breathe in. And investigate is a formal inquiry that may be led by the police or some such body. Okay, let's go back and read the word sound, the word spell the word. So we've got pour, P-O-U-R, 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 P-O-U-R. You have to cover that and write it 3 times. This is level P, list 3, and we're doing the day 2 page, and we're looking at OUR for the OR sound, and we do have a revision of other OR sounds down here, and we're looking at the prefix in and the E making the previous vowel A make its long sound. So our words are pour, mourn, court, forth, course, source, tournament, invade, inhale, investigate. Now here you'll see the SE being used for the sound at the end. The E is there just to show that that's a singular noun, and if we want to make it a plural, we have to add an S after that. Here we're using the CE for the sound at the end of a word, and that's quite a common usage because usually, quite often, we have the SE making the S make the Z sound, but here it's used to show singular form. Okay, that's fairly easy. We've talked about the meanings of those words, and you've got a crossword here to do. Remember, it's 1 letter per box. These clues are to go across the page, these clues go down the page. Now, this is where our revision comes in down here. So here we're covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different OR sounds we're revising. There are about 11 in total, so we've still got a few more to go. So you have to read the sentence and fill in the best word for that space. And down the bottom we've got a couple of common sayings that we need you to understand what they mean. Level P, list 3, and we're doing the day 3 page, and we're looking at the OUR making the OR sound. We've got the prefix in, and we've also got the E making the previous vowel A make its long sound. So our words are pour, mourn, court, forth, course, source, tournament, invade, inhale, investigate. So down in this section you have to circle the incorrect word, then correct it by changing its extension. So you've got to work out which word sounds wrong in the sentence, work out whether it's a noun or a verb, could even be an adjective or an adverb, and then you've got to change the base of that word, change its structure so that it fits the sentence. So The noun may be written in its singular or plural form and you have to change it round, or the tense of the verb may be wrong and you may have to change it. Now, as a little hint, if you hear jeune at the end of a word, remember you write S-I-O-N, and if you hear shun at the end of a word, you write T-I-O-N. So that may help you in that section. And we've given you a little practice here at writing some longer words. Now down here you've got to finish the words. You know that in 4, 14, 4th and 40, sometimes we use the O-U-R and sometimes we use a different representation of the or sound. So you're going to see there's 3 spaces for these, but in this one here there's only 2 spaces. So we're dropping one of the letters. Down here, you know by now that to form an adverb we commonly add ly. So you're going to make it firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, finally, and they're forming adverbs. In this activity today, we're giving you a sound sort to do, and we've written a story with missing or sounds. So these slashes represent the sound or. So the phonograms that we've used are OR as in for, we've got B4, the ORE, saw, source, raw, ought, walk, yaw and towards. And I've written the phonograms in red to show you the different ways we can make that or sound. So there are a couple more to learn, but this is a revision of all the ones that you've learnt to date. So you just need to go through the story and write in the missing letters for each of the or sounds in those words. And then once you've found one, like in the early dawn, you write in the AW, then you go down here and write dawn in that section for the AW or sounding words. Now in this bottom section we want you to finish the story and we want you to use as many or words as you can think of. Make sure you're writing the or sound in its correct way using the right letters.